We're back on the Morning Brew.
We have a shadow dancer
We do. That's cool. Well, this is Rosalinda Román. She is the host of new Mexicast, which is on at 10 a.m. this morning, directly following the re-airing of this program. Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. You see, I'm more casual today than I usually am. We are halfway through the season for season 2 of New Mexicast. I have been going nonstop, as everybody that I know is.
Right.
And so I said, what am I going to talk about on the Morning Brew? And I decided I wanted to talk about relaxing and fun.
Yeah, good. Why
So
not?
I'm dressed in my Gator gear because I'm a Florida Gator. And my husband is an Arizona Wildcat. So you can kind of see I've got the
got the
Arizona
Arizona stuff going.
and the Gator.
Oh, yeah.
So I like to say we have a mixed marriage.
God, I'm glad they're not in the same conference.
Well, and that's the
Yeah,
deal.
no kidding.
We have an agreement that, and I have some shots, I think, of my family. We are a mixed family.
It's a mixed
There you go.
marriage.
So there's my girls. We are Gator fans, although the one in front, Ahava, she's a begrudging Gator fan. She's doing it because it was Gator Day. But the deal is, as long as we are not playing each other, everybody will support the other's team. But when our teams play, which hasn't happened, we've been together for 17 years. That's my whole family right there. We've been together for 17 years, and they have only played each other once or twice, I think.
Oh.
So it's been okay. You know, we've been able to.
They're more likely to play each other in basketball.
Well, and that almost happened last
Yeah,
year, and
almost
that
in
was
the
really
NCAA
we all got to the Sweet 16.
Yes.
But then we, as you see, we made it to the Final Four, and they didn't. So we were lucky. But anyway, yeah. So it's kind of a fun rivalry.
And
that
I
we
love
have.
the notes, how we will raise our kids who will be future Gators.
Of course, right. In fact, I started a meetup. I belong to a group here in Albuquerque. We get together to watch the Gator games. I'm particularly a football fan, and obviously I went.
Are there
to
other Florida alums here?
There are a lot, actually, and so I recently created a meetup group, and you guys are familiar with Hotel Cascada.
Yes,
They
with
have
the water park.
Yeah, well, they have a relatively new sports bar, and that's where the Gator Club meets to
good.
to
Do you do
watch the
this
game.
a lot?
Yeah, and so you can't see him, but that's the Gator Chomp, yes.
Okay.
And we, even at the end of the third quarter, between the third and fourth quarter, we all stand up and sing the "We Are the Boys." It's really silly, but it's nice to have silly, because it's been really a whirlwind time, and for a couple hours a week we
Silly's
sit down
good.
and don't think about work, don't think about school, don't think about challenges of parenting that I heard you talking about recently.
It's been
Football brings out the silliness and the fun in everybody.
I think so.
I have a very good friend. She is a distinguished professor at UNM, and we tailgate with them at the UNM games.
Fun.
Every tailgate, she breaks out her baton. Now, this is a woman well into her middle age, and she breaks out the baton. The UNM fight song comes on, and she does a baton routine right there in front of everybody.
Wow.
You may have seen her if you tailgate
That
out
is
there.
cool.
Everybody sings the fight song, and she twirls it and throws it. And
It's awesome.
it's cool.
It's awesome. I
Then
know
she
there's-
goes back to being a distinguished professor.
oh, that is the best.
Fantastic. Yeah, you know, I mean, I know there's been a lot of negative stuff relating to football in the news lately.
Yeah, we
so,
gotta
And parenting.
Get back to
And
the game and
parenting.
the
Corporal
fun.
punishment.
but you know, it's a way to bring people together. Obviously, it's not so much the sport, but just the fact that people have an excuse to come together and collectively cheer for something that I think is a lot of fun.
Rosalinda, I want to ask you a question that Larry asked me last week, which is, would you let your son play football?
That's a tough one. I think I would have to say yes, only because, well, first of all, my husband, he tells me back in his day, I know he's a very good football player, but he has the result of all those years of football, which is his knees are shot. So, you know, there's the downside as a mom. I don't want to ever see my kids hurt, ever.
Sure.
But I know a couple of kids who wanted to play, and their parents forbade them to, and I think the effect was more negative. They really wanted the chance to kind of see what they're made of, and no, you know, only a few actually go on to be professional in any sport.
Sure.
But yeah, I mean, equipment is more prepared for, you know, helmets and the equipment. I think that it's a reasonable thing to let them try to do. But I'd be scared, and I'd be sitting in the sidelines.
Oh, it's
you know,
brain
Watch the movie
injuries are
Rudy.
no joke.
yeah.
Watch the movie Rudy. You ever seen that?
No.
Oh, you never have?
I don't think I have either.
Both of you guys need to get the movie
We've got homework.
Rudy.
We've got
Okay.
homework. Okay, I'm
It's
sure.
about a little guy that wants
Okay.
to play on Notre Dame's football team.
Oh, right. I've heard of it.
You got to see this.
Okay, I'll
That'll
go
give
watch
you
it.
some insight on the passion to do something.
Yeah.
And
And
just-
really, that's what it's all about, right? I mean, being passionate about something, being excited about something.
now it's kind of a football movie, but it's more than that. It's not. It's an emotional story, and you guys like it.
I don't think it's our job to get in the way of our kids
Yeah.
and their passions. And I think when you do, you end up really stifling your relationship. But I think also it's really important to educate your kids as to brain injuries
Right.
and what it's like to have permanent back injuries or chronic pain, or is it really worth it?
And it's hard
And there
because
are
when they're
other
younger,
sports.
they don't know
Right.
anything about the longevity. I mean, we thought we were invincible when
Yeah.
we
Sure.
were
Oh,
younger,
yeah.
and now even just working out, I'm like, oh, that hurts. Oh,
Exactly. I hear you.
All right, well,
perspective at least.
You look so cute.
Thank you.
Go
Go
Gators.
Go
There you
Gators.
go.
Oh, and we're playing Alabama, so I may
Oh,
be
my
very
gosh.
sad next week.
Tough challenge. Thanks, Rosalinda. Good to see you.
Thank you. Good to
All
see you
right,
guys.
you guys need to see Rudy. All right, we'll be
All right,
back on the
let's go do
Morning
it.
Brew right after this.
We're gonna go
Yeah.
rent the movie and check
Do
it
Is
out.
that.
it a tearjerker? Am I gonna cry?
Oh yeah.